Alright, hello everyone. Let's continue playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. We are in the second part of Turnabout Beginnings. A flashback. February 16, 1:14 PM. District Court Defendant Lobby number 4. Mr. Falls, I'm sorry. I want to say thanks. You're real good. You really hooked me up. That's... Thanks. We're almost there. Once I prove that she committed the crime. Yeah, but there's one more big obstacle we've got to get past. Yeah, I don't... How... Okay, I'm just gonna roll with it. That's... I can't believe this game just... I'm just thinking back, no, I'm not gonna get over it. I'm not gonna move over it. I'm not gonna roll with it. I thought she was... Yeah, no. How could she have gotten the body inside the car? How did she get the body inside the car? He drove up, got out, talked to her, got back in the car, drove away. In that time, she put the body in the car. No way. Obstacle? Yeah, motive. Why would Melissa Foster kill that policewoman anyway? Motive, huh? Anyway, we're still badly in need of information. Information, right. What we need the most is info about this Melissa Foster herself. All we know is that she's a student studying literature. And one more thing. What is it? Well, the incident that happened 5 years ago, of course. The kidnapping murder case that Zebra Boy is on death row for. I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lie. Mr. Falls, in that case, tell us more about it. About what happened 5 years ago. Okay, I trust you. Oh crap, serious face. That day, 5 years ago, I dream of it every day. This picture, it reminds me everything. Bridge looks same, just like then, 5 years ago. Like it could fall apart any minute. So it's been broken like that for at least 5 years. Ha! Sorry buddy, but you sound like the one that could fall apart at any minute. It's true, I did kidnap her. 5 years ago, I kidnapped my girlfriend, Dahlia Hawthorne. Wait a minute. Your girlfriend? Huh? Hey, hold on there. Did you say Hawthorne? The victim's last name? Dahlia Hawthorne, Valerie's little sister. Nani? Are you serious? The girl. Let her go. Shut up! Come closer, and I kill her. Why'd you do that? Sorry, but you're not going to get the chance. And then she shot her? The detective back then was Valerie Hawthorne. At first I thought shooting someone for kidnapping was crossing the line, but if it was to protect her little sister, I can understand why she did it. Wrong! No protect sister. Valerie betrayed me. Betray us. What do you mean she betrayed you? Everything. All lies. All make-believe kidnapping true. What? But you just said you did kidnap her. Make-believe kidnapping. Dahlia, my girlfriend. My love. My teen angel. Ew, she's a teen? Wait a minute. How old is she and how old are you? Did he actually say my teen angel? He's seen one too many soap operas. Ugh. I do anything she says, anything Dahlia says. Anything Dahlia says? Hold on a minute. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by... Yeah, me and Dahlia. And Valerie too! Valerie was in on it? Dahlia's family rich, jewelry business, we got one Joe. That's what we thought. Me and Dahlia wrote kidnap note we sent to her dad. That's the dumbest thing. You know, a much easier way to get money would be just like ask them for money. You don't have to kidnap her. If they're rich, just ask them for money. Ask for $2 million diamond. Tell him make exchange on Dusky Bridge. We tell him Valerie make transfer cause she knew detective. Having a police detective in your pocket is a useful thing, alright? Yeah. Right, Armando, right. In the end, you were planning on splitting the 2 million 3 ways, huh? Yeah, but that woman... That woman, Valerie, she'd do it for real. She shoot at me for real. Me and Dahlia. Pew pew. I was shot in arm. Dahlia. She jumped in river. What? Jump? You don't mean she jumped on purpose, do you? I couldn't do it. I could never push her. Anyway, I blacked out. Wake up with police all over. And that's when they decided to give you the death sentence. I couldn't believe it. That woman, she betrayed me. You faked the kidnapping to scam $2 million. But you couldn't believe someone would betray you. You faked the kidnapping to scam $2 million from your in-laws. But you couldn't believe somebody would betray you. That man, Terry Falls, he killed her. He threw her off the bridge. He threw my beloved sister into the roaring river 40 feet below. These 5 years, all I wonder is why? Why? Because you're an idiot. I mean, you're a criminal first of all. Not for murder, but for scamming. And also, you're dumb. No, here's the thing. The law is really there to protect the weak and the stupid. The idea that everybody has equal rights, everybody has equal protections under the law, right? That favors weak and dumb people more than it favors strong and smart people, right? Because if everything's equalized, right? You see what I mean? So if you're dumb, don't be a criminal. If you're weak, don't be a criminal. I mean, if you're strong or smart, you shouldn't be a criminal either. But I'm just saying, you'd do better as a criminal if you were smart or strong, and not dumb and weak. You know, just don't be a criminal either way. But if you have to, don't be dumb. Why did she lie? That's all I wanted. Why did you scam her parents? That's what I want to know. Why did you scam her parents? You scammed her parents for $2 million, and then she screwed you for $2 million. Why is that surprising? So that's why you called her. You wanted to hear the truth from Valerie herself. Yes, but I forget what she looked like, so I tell her to wear a scarf. I don't want to hurt her. I just ask why. You don't want to hurt her, just ask why. She will kill you this time. She should have killed you this time. Why? Why did you lie? Why did you betray me? What a dumbass. I just want to hear answer come from her mouth, that's all. Well, she's dead now. False. So that's why. That's why you made a crazy escape like that. Just one thing, Zebra Boy. My senses are tingling all over. Tell me, Mr. Falls, where is it? Huh? Where's what? Come on now. The ransom. The $2 million diamond. Remember that now? Did you give it back to Pops? Did the police take it? I don't know. You don't know? Huh? You don't know? No, really, I don't know. It's gone with Dahlia. With Dahlia? She had it and she jumped in the river? That day on the bridge, Dahlia put it in backpack. Now gone with Dahlia. Gone forever. Oh, get wrecked. Get utterly destroyed. Into Eagle River. It disappeared with Dahlia, huh? Wait a minute. You can come back in now, we are about ready to go. Mr. Falls, just one more question. When you said with Dahlia, do you mean the diamond is still missing? Along with the body of Dahlia Hawthorne. Never found her, my sweet Dahlia. Melissa Foster. They never found her. Swallowed by river, gone. Dahlia, my teen angel. Your teen angel? How old was she anyway? Just 14. Oh my god. 14! I guess you were robbing cradles before diamonds. She plans a fake kidnapping and disappears into the river with a rock worth 2 million. Man oh man, angels these days. Force takes the fall and gets a one-way ticket to death row. I mean, he deserves it. Is Dahlia Hawthorne an angel, or is she really a... It's time! It looks like we have a few more aces up our sleeve now. You bet! Diamond added to the court record. A $2 million gem used as ransom for Dahlia lost to Eagle River 5 years ago. The training wheels come off now, Mia. You've got to strike while the iron is hot. That's one of my rules. Remember it. I mean, when else are you gonna strike? You're gonna strike when the iron is cold? What is it? That's the dumbest thing. Of course you're gonna strike when the iron's hot. February 16, 1:49 PM, District Court, Courtroom number 4! Now then, let's continue with the trial of Mr. Terry Falls. Witness! Are you feeling better? Yes, Your Honor. I'll try my best. You're a brave young lady. Not this again. I can understand a defense lawyer wanting to get her client off the hook. However, to try to pin the crime on an innocent student is... What are you talking about? My witness is not the person on trial here. Yes, she is. She is now, asshole. She's an innocent bystander who witnessed a violent crime, that's all. What possible reason would a girl like this have for murdering a policewoman? $2 million. It's certainly hard to imagine this woman as a murderer. Yeah, and that's why she did it, because it's hard to imagine, Judge. Her motive, huh? I figured that's what I had to establish next. Well, Miss Faye, do you have any evidence of a motive? Yes, of course, I think. Ah, you're still acting as tame as a kitten. Mr. Armando, listen. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Smiling on the outside while your guts are twisted in knots is the mark of a pro. No, it's a mask of toxic masculinity. You need to express your feelings. You shouldn't bottle up your feelings on the inside. That's toxic, Armando. Maybe so, but I wish you would quit grinning at me like that. Pervert. Excuse me, may I speak, Mr. Judge? Of course, Mr. Judge is ready anytime you like. Ew. Ew. I'd like to say something. Some people here are suspicious of me, right? Oh yeah, we all are. That's why I at least wanted you, Mr. Judge, to know that it's not true. I see. You're such an honest and upstanding young lady. It looks like this witness is a real professional. What do you mean? Look at that 100-watt smile. Just when things are darkest for her, click, she lights right up. What a psychopath. Very well then, let's hear what the witness has to say. What a liar. I was out of the country until the year before last. Is she Is she the one who jumped in? What's her name? Is she Dahlia Hawthorne? Age 19. Yeah, she is. She is. She's Dahlia Hawthorne. 5 years ago, she was 14. Jesus Christ. Until I entered college, I had never even been to Eagle Mountain before. And I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago. Or kidnapping a poor girl. I just think the defendant is a terrible, horrible monster. Out of the country, eh? Precisely. Furthermore, she has no possible motive for committing murder. Indeed. You're up to bat. Sharpen those claws and put on your best smile. You bet. Somehow I have to tie her to this case. Melissa Foster's history. So what country were you living in then? We were all living abroad, but after my parents were killed, there was a brutal civil war. She had to try to make her way back home alone. What? A brutal civil war? What, was she in Africa? Was she, like, where was she? I lost everything. I didn't even have any personal identification. Oh, really? What kind of sob story is this? What country is this? What brutal civil war? Were you in Syria? Where were you? What do I do? Should I press her for details? Yeah, press her. Of course press her. Witness! Answer my question. I'll even repeat it for you. What country were you in? Your Honor, this line of questioning is childish. You're childish. What country she was in and how many languages she may speak are irrelevant here. What we're here to evaluate is whether this witness has any connection to this case. Yeah, no. What country were you in? I lived abroad ever since I was a little girl. That's why I could never have known Mr. Ford or Detective Hawthorne. Where did you live, lady? Yes, I think we've established that point. Yes indeed. Well then, shall we add what you've just stated to the official testimony? Yes please, Mr. Judge. Naturally, I didn't know either the victim or the defendant. You didn't know either person, are you certain of that? Yes, I'm afraid I'm rather shy around people. Oh well, that can't be helped. Why is he just agreeing with everything that comes out of her mouth? Because he's a pedophile? Jesus, do I have to say it out loud? The first time you saw either of them was when they were on the bridge, correct? Yes, it really was a coincidence. Until I entered college, I had never even been to Eagle Mountain before. So what made you decide to go to Eagle Mountain anyway? I just love being outdoors, picnics, hiking, you know, that sort of thing. You don't look like it. Why are you so pale if you're outdoors a lot? You don't look like much of a hiker to me. Yeah, exactly, but you do look like a digger of sorts. Oh snap! Here comes Mia! But Eagle Mountain is a 2-hour drive from here and no trains run through there. There are plenty of mountains that are closer and easier to get to. Well, I went there once with a college hiking club. I fell in love with its stark, desolate beauty and its cold yet romantic gloominess. What? Stark, desolate, cold gloominess. Romantic. Didn't know you were such a goth. Oh snap, here comes Mia. By the way, what's the name of your college? The prosecution objects to any questions that involve the witness's private life. All that matters is that she is a material witness to a crime. But she's lying. The witness doesn't need to respond to questions that are clearly malicious in intent. You're malicious in intent. Thank you. She's really gone too far. I can go a lot further. Miss Faye, you are treading on thin ice here. I hardly said anything. Talk about sensitive. And I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Perhaps, but your behavior that day was very suspicious. Not only have you contradicted yourself here in court, but you know things you shouldn't. For example, the scratches on the trunk of the car. Well, that's... Unfortunately, Miss Fey, your last statement proves nothing. This story is ridiculous. Whoever wrote this is absolutely ridiculous. Oh really? And why is that? The witness came to the police station once to identify the suspect. It's entirely possible that at that time an officer showed her this photo. That seems like a rather serious mistake. Ha! That's the oldest trick in the prosecutor's book. That's not fair. That wicked inmate, I'll never be able to forget that horrible day. Holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago. How does she know that? A grudge? Well, the policewoman's testimony was crucial, wasn't it? Wait, how do you know that? Crucial in getting the defendant sentenced to death. Yes, and that's precisely why he harbored such deep anger against her. So much anger that he forgot his own guilt. My client has always maintained that he is innocent of those charges. He seems rather forgetful, your client, I mean. Not only did he forget about what he did, but he forgot the poor policewoman as well. Did he forget that she's Dahlia Hawthorne? What do you mean by that? Your client, he forgot what the detective looked like, right? It's too bad for her that he didn't forget about her testimony as well. Well, she's right about that. Mr. Force is kind of forgetful. You said he forgot what the detective looked like. What do you mean by that? Well, he couldn't tell who she was without some kind of identification, right? Quite right. That's why the victim was wearing a scarf as identification. Why, if I had been wearing a white scarf that day, then he probably would have tried to kill me. That's true. He's clearly a bitter man. This is bad. Mr. Ford's reputation just keeps getting worse and worse. Sometimes it's best not to poke too deep. What should I do with that last statement? Your Honor! What the witness said just now was tremendously important. I'd like it added to the official testimony. The prosecution has no objection. After all, the defendant is a killer and a mentally unbalanced one at that. That testimony only helps to further prove that point. No, that's not why I... Enough, witness, if you would. My pleasure, Mr. Judge. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. But neither was... Nobody was wearing a white scarf. Because... that's blue. It's not white. What do you mean by lucky? Well, it's February now. Everyone is wearing scarves. If I had accidentally worn a white scarf like he said, then you yourself might have been killed. That would have been a terrible loss for this world. Ah, looks like you pressed too hard this time. Mr. Armando, keep looking around you and you're going to lose sight of the finish line. Justice is blind, but she's not deaf. Sometimes you have to know when not to talk. No, but none of this matters. While kidnapping a poor girl, I just think the defendant is a terrible, horrible monster. You knew about that incident, but weren't you out of the country until the year before last? Well, I saw a report about the escaped convict on the news. They had an in-depth report about this whole story. Why would they? So you were still living abroad 5 years ago, is that right? Yes. I can't let her get away with these lies. Listen to me, she's neck deep in this whole thing. Somehow you're just going to have to get her to show the court her true self. Alright, I don't remember my evidence. Bridge unchanged for 5 years. That bridge, white scarf. Talk to Dahlia. Talk to Dahlia. Talk to Dahlia? Dahlia's not dead? She's Dahlia. $2 million used as ransom for Dahlia, lost to Eagle River 5 years ago. Out of the country until the year before last. I didn't know either the victim or the defendant. Until I entered college, I had never even been to Eagle Mountain before. Until I entered college, hadn't been to Eagle Mountain before. She said she's a freshman at college? It doesn't actually. I'm assuming if it's not written down, it's not actual evidence, or it's not something that's relevant to the evidence. And I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago. The whole truth must come out. Why would she go to the bridge if she thought she was gonna get killed? I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. Or kidnapping a poor girl. I just think the defendant is a terrible, horrible monster. I have no idea. I'm gonna press this again, in case there's like a backwards thing. You didn't know either person, are you certain of that? Yes, I'm afraid I'm rather shy around people. That can't be helped. The first time you saw either of them was when they were on the bridge, correct? Yes, it really was a coincidence. Out of the country until the year before last. I mean, the only thing new... Kidnapping a poor girl. I don't really have anything new. I mean, I don't have anything to rebut anything. The only thing I have is this. Yeah, no, that's not it.